absolutely crosses the boards into all walks of life. We know it has driven significant progress in the arts, is responsible for major breakthroughs in science. Corporations have built their entire corporate philosophies around the state. World leaders, Tony Blair, Bill Clinton, have sung the praises of flow. Anybody on earth can access this state. We've known since the 60s and 70s that flow is ubiquitous. It shows up every population all across the world. The difference is that in action adventure sports, they have gotten better at accessing the state, bringing it on reliably and repeatedly than anybody else. So if we can figure out what they're doing, we can apply this information across all domains of society. So when we talk about bridging the gap between the extreme and the mainstream, one of the most important things we're gaining is accelerated learning. Flow isn't just about jacking up your physical abilities, it's about amplifying your mental abilities. Because the neurochemicals involved, people will continuously seek it out, even at great personal expense to themselves. Flow is built around autonomy, mastery, and purpose. These are three of the most powerful intrinsic motivators known to man. This is a dangerous edge to walk. Creativity is essentially a novel insight bumping into an old idea to create something totally radically new. So flow massively amps up creativity. From a neuroanatomical standpoint, parts of the prefrontal cortex deactivating. So your inner critic, for example, gets shut down in flow. Inner critic is normally a governor on creativity. It keeps you doubting those ideas. When it turns off, creative ideas can spiral and flow. Flow heightens what's called outside the box thinking or lateral thinking, the ability of the brain to link very, very tangential ideas together into something new. Most importantly, you have really interesting brainwave activity. This is kind of very similar to the state that you're in almost as you're falling asleep when ideas are linking together in really, really wild ways. It's a massive amplification in creativity. Flow sits at the heart of every gold medal that's ever been won. We believe it's responsible for major scientific breakthroughs. Fortune 500 companies built their entire corporate philosophies around the state. So if you want to understand flow science, the first thing you need to know is that the brain is a giant energy hog. So the brain is always looking for ways to conserve. So what happens in flow, as our attention goes up, the brain is performing an efficiency exchange, so it starts shutting off other parts of the prefrontal cortex. Time dilation is caused because time is calculated all over the prefrontal cortex, and as parts will start to wink out, everything condenses into what psychologists call the elongated nap. Flow is being swept up by the river of ultimate human performance. We are better, faster, stronger. All aspects are amplified. So the question at the heart of Rise of Superman is what the hell's going on? Where is this coming from? And the answer is that these athletes have become better at hacking the state of flow than anybody else in the history of the world.